Good morning, my darlings. Actually, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Cotswolds. I landed back home from New York a couple of hours ago. Had probably about 5 hours sleep on the aeroplane, so not too bad actually, and then a little nap slash doze in the car on the way home. We've actually got Charlie's mum and dad staying with us tonight, and we've just had a lovely bowl of soup in the kitchen. I've had a little bit of a freshen up, and it feels like the sun is already setting, but it's only 3 p.m. But tonight we have a really fun activity. It is the Cotswold Christmas Defender Run this evening. So we need to deck our Defender in decorations, make it look a little bit festive and sparkly and exciting, and then it's a charity run around a few villages near us, organised by the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and we are, as 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 Cottages, we're actually sponsoring the run because it is all for charity. Okay, the gang's all here, so let's start decorating.
Let me just have a look. Is there another one that can connect to that? Around.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Yeah? What have you got?
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart.
And then I'll do one more here, Dad.
This is a mega full team effort. Charlie and Martin have done sparkles around the back wheel and attached my Jo Malone wreath. Viv is busy stringing along the sides. Oh, it looks fantastic. And then we're getting there. You know what, when it's dark you won't be able to see the details. It's just important that it's super sparkly. You happy, Chaz?
Yeah, I think this looks good.
It's the best we can do with what we already had. We've not bought anything specific for this. And then we've got our Balsam Hill pine cones along the front. More sparkles inside. And we are nearly ready to go. Okay, we are all aboard the Festive Defender. I think I'm going in the back with Martin. And it's looking so good. We've got blankets, hot water bottles, cups of tea. We're sparkling away and we're ready to go. Going in the back.
In you go. Dad's got his hot water bottle. Yeah. Just going in. Okay.
Okay, so we've made it to the meeting point and we are admiring everyone else's handiwork. There's a massive wreath on the top of this very old Defender. Look at this. Really cool. Series 3. This one struggling to get started. There we go. Covered in very colourful lights. I love the colour of this, the baby blue. We've got, we've parked next to the gingerbread house, which apparently was in the London convoy last week, and they actually won the best Defender. Everyone's got similar ideas to us, covering their cars in sparkly lights. Look at this. Oh my gosh, there's an entire gingerbread village on top of this car. How amazing. And the beautiful wreath on the front. Wow. Oh my goodness me. Someone has gone to a lot of effort. Out of the wild oven. We are getting pork and stuffing 𝑏𝒄𝒄 out of the back of the wild oven's Defender. They've somehow managed to put a pizza oven. You can see the flames Look at that, so cool. We had these guys at our Christmas party last year, and we've got them again next week at our house.
It looks like a man's one. Thank you so much.
Okay, we've made it to the farm, and do you want to just explain what honour has just been bestowed onto us?
Privilege. We have just been asked to judge the prize for tonight, which is the best dressed defender.
Yeah.
So we are a lot of pressure, I think, and a real responsibility. So we're going to walk around and have a look now, aren't we?
Yeah.
And see what we think.
See what we think. We rather like this one with the sparkly bow. I mean, they've put in a lot of effort.
It does look really good.
Pretty amazing. I love this.
It's artificial though.
That's all right. So's ours.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some judging. I've just realised this one, they've actually made a tinsel sleigh on the side. Look at this. The whole defender is a sleigh, and it's got little fluffy reindeer horns on the front. Oh gosh, we've got a tough decision ahead of us. This is incredible, isn't it?
It's amazing, Joe.
This is seriously impressive. Apparently there's a tree on the back too. Oh, okay, this is the winner. They've got a tree on the back, they've got a sleigh on the side. Wow. Got to say, I really like how this one looks, where they've just outlined the car in the lights. There's a little reindeer on the front as well. Very tasteful. Oh, there's a doggy in there. Are you okay, sweet child?
Okay, young chap.
Do you need kissing at any point? Because I'll help you. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's
You're
fine.
good? Yes, I'm just pissed off, to be honest, you know? Oh, this is rather fabulous. That's gorgeous. Nice. Modern defender, covered in snow and foliage. The Barbie defender has arrived. Oh, so good.
Charlie and Josie here today, one of our sponsors, and they've gone round and picked a winner, so we'd like to announce that. So yeah, I'll hand over to Charlie and he'll tell you his reasoning and also the registration.
Thank you, Kira. I don't normally need a microphone, I'm normally quite loud, but yeah, is that close enough? Yeah? This is very old school, this. Amazing turnout in the cars, and amazing to see so many, fantastically dressed Land Rovers. I guess we weren't given a huge amount of criteria, so we thought we'd go down the route of the biggest effort that has gone into the display, and we ultimately decided that the Land Rover that's, we were going to call it the sleigh Land Rover,
The sleigh, yeah.
which is D400GDD, almost looks like God on the number plate, but yeah, in terms of the craftsmanship and effort that's gone into it, we were really impressed. But there were obviously some amazing Land Rovers on display. But yeah, that is the winner.
For the Winterlandy.
Winter Wonderlandy
The
Award.
Winter Wonderland, and they win a MOT and they win an MOT and service from TJD Automotive, so the support vehicle for tonight.
Yeah, it says I guarantee that.
In its current state. In its current state.
Yeah.
In the current state as well.
Woo! Well done.
I'm not taking it.
The person might not be here, they might not have heard that, but we'll find them out.
Is the winner here?
Yeah.
D400, is that you?
Woo! Wow, well done.
You slayed it with the
You
sleigh.
slayed it.
Very much.
Well done. Yeah. Okay, so as you just saw, Charlie just announced the winner, the best dressed defender. What do they call it, Charlie? Charlie, the Winter Wonderlandy.
Winter Wonderlandy, best dressed defender.
Best dressed defender, Winter Wonderlandy. And after going around all of them, we did choose the one that looked like the sleigh with the tree on the back. We just thought that they'd made such a good effort, and they literally slayed it. And they'd obviously spent a long time getting it looking absolutely fabulous, right down to the antlers at the front. So there are over 50 defenders here as part of the convoy. You might be able to hear the not so gentle rum-tum-tumble hum of Defender engines all around us, because we're about to start the convoy. And it'll be amazing to find out, if I find out by the time I edit this video, how much has been raised in total with the amount of defenders, all the charity donations, and there are various stops along the way with charity buckets as well. So it's a lot of money being raised for the two main charities, which are 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, which is actually a mental health and support charity for farmers, and 𝑻𝒉𝒊𝒔, which support families with children that need a little bit of medical attention. So two incredible charities, local charities that we're supporting, and it's just such an amazing turnout. So we're waiting for the klaxon and we're going to be tootling all around the Cotswolds, lighting up the lanes and hopefully spreading some festive defender joy. Okay, the convoy is beginning. Yeah, don't go too fast because we've got various attachments.
It's weird, isn't it?
To momentarily ditch the convoy because we were about to run out of petrol, but we're topping up and we're going to meet them for a burger at 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. Are you comfortable driving, darling? Yeah, good. Well. Your father and I are squeezed in the back.
Yeah.
We're shortcutting and cheating a little bit here because this is where the defender run is going to end, but because we grabbed petrol we've just come straight here. So we've come to 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, our favourite, for a burger. A Christmas cozy burger. Good morning, my darlings. It's the next day. Thank goodness. I kind of predicted that when I got back yesterday I'd be quite tired and jet lagged and I probably wouldn't get a full day's vlogs footage for you, so I planned ahead and gave myself 2 days for this vlog. So that's the benefit of filming a few days in advance, but I think this is the last time I have the luxury of doing this. So we are up to, I think we are now up to real time, which is exciting. So last night was so much fun. We had a burger each at 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 as the kind of end mark of the convoy, and honestly it was just perfect. Not only visiting so many of our favourite places, driving through so many of our favourite villages, I have to say the best drive was through Broadway. I don't know if obviously they'd advertised the convoy really well, so people in the Cotswolds knew where we would be driving at approximately what time, but I guess in Broadway there were just lots of people on the street anyway. Luckily, by some miracle, we didn't cause like any traffic jams at all because they'd organised it just so well. But I'll show you a little iPhone clip that I recorded, and the streets of Broadway were just lined with people, everyone was cheering, and it was so cute. Charlie's mum Viv said she felt like a queen waving in the front, because just having so many people like tooting their horns and waving flags and cheering, it did feel like we were on procession at the royal wedding or something. It was just so much fun, and I think we'll definitely do it next year. I think we will make it a family tradition. So we all had a really lovely time. Got home, went to bed. I think I slept for like 10 hours last night, so hopefully made up for lost time in New York and lost time on the overnight flight. This lighting is so cold. I'm just rushing to do my makeup because the plan this morning is we're going to take Charlie's mum and dad to Daylesford, because whenever they come over it's either not like dressed up in festive stuff or it's just crazy busy, and I am anticipating it to be crazy busy, but that's why we're leaving a little bit early. I placed my pre-Christmas beauty order from Look Fantastic, just getting ahead, even though, to be honest, their postage and shipping is always so reliable. Like if you click next day, you can like 99.999% guarantee this is going to hit you the next day, because they're so good. I always can just rely on my Look Fantastic order, so amazing for any last minute gifts. I'll quickly show you what I got. I wanted this Denman hairbrush because I borrowed this from someone a little while ago, just after I'd taken out my heatless curls, and it just so perfectly brushed through the curls and separated them without making them go frizzy, and it's quite a good size for in my handbag. I thought these were really expensive, but I think that was under £10. And then for when my hair's wet, I treated myself to another detangling brush from Tangle Teaser, and I thought I'm specifically going to leave this one in my gym bag, because especially the shampoo and conditioner that I use at the gym is not quite as strong as my usual conditioner, because it's the lovely Bamford stuff, so I thought that'll be really useful. For dry winter skin on my body, I just finished one of these. They're amazing, the Aveeno body oil. If you just want something that's going to feel luxurious when you put it on, but sink in really quickly and give you really long-term hydration, they are amazing. They're also amazing on holiday, so I'll definitely be taking one of those with me for our winter sun. No surprise, I use this every time I wash my hair. Needed a top up of Redken 1 United, the mega multitasking hair mist, detangles, heat protects, defrizzes, overall condition of the hair. Ooh, and then I got a few lip products just to try out. Kiko, I always remember Kiko lip products being so creamy and comfortable as a lip liner, never drags your lips. This is the shade, actually I don't know the shade, but I'll leave it linked down below. Oh, it's shade 02. And then the Morphe Lip Filter Hydro Plump Soft Matte Lipstick. I loved the look of the colour of this. I thought a soft matte lipstick that's plumping and hydrating sounds incredible, and I love that it's a swirly uppy stick as well. I thought Morphe again was a lot more expensive. I think Look Fantastic just always get really good prices on there. I also chose a mini. Normally I don't ever buy minis, I just find them normally to be a little bit overpriced, but that one was actually pretty good, and I thought for hand luggage, amazing to have, or even just in your handbag in summer. And then I've saved the best till last, one of which I'm going to use right now. I didn't realise that you could get by Terry Tea to Tan, which is my favourite blusher range, because the By Terry products just give your skin such a gorgeous glow. I love their blushes. I didn't realise you could get them as bronzers. Oh my gosh, how have I missed this? So I've treated myself to a By Terry bronzer. Oh, it's big. From the Tea to Tan range in the shade number 3 Tan Bronze. So I hope, oh, that looks really good. Let's pop some on now. Because my Giorgio Armani one, which I also got from Look Fantastic, is starting... It smells amazing. Oh my gosh, on camera this looks really patchy, but in the mirror it doesn't. Oh, that's so annoying when that happens. I'll just give it an extra blend because the camera's obviously seeing something that my naked eye cannot. Okay, that has done a lovely job of warming up my complexion. I am going to put a little bit of my blush on as well. Okay, I've just done my brows and eyeshadow and mascara to make myself feel a little bit more human. I used my Anastasia Brow Wiz and then Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. That is probably my favourite combo, but I'm not really that fussy, but it is overall the one that I lean to the most. There's a brush that really makes my nose tickle. Mascara, Hourglass in the shade Espresso, nice brown mascara, and then my usual little Hourglass palette as well. Something that I've been finding, I don't know why I'm finding it, especially at this time of year, maybe because I've upped the richness in my skincare, but I do have to pop a little something on to mattify my T-zone. It's really annoying that the camera's not giving quite the same effect, because when I look in the mirror, my skin actually looks really glowy, really healthy, really lovely. I did put on the Erborian CC as I was talking to you at the beginning, and this really is the best, just most reliable base. It never looks cakey, it looks like your skin, but a healthy version. I do have 20% off direct on Erborian. And the final, sorry, no, there are two more things to help keep my makeup in place from my Look Fantastic order. I do love and use a lot the Bare Minerals Bare Pro powders. Love these. These are fantastic for this, but this one stays here and I wanted one that can go in my handbag, so I thought instead of getting another Bare Minerals Bare Pro, because I know and love it, I'll try something different, and this is MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, because I thought, oh, it's very chic, I thought this will actually give me a little bit of extra coverage, for example on my chin. Oh, and it comes with a little puff as well. I'm actually going to use a brush now for a little bit of a lighter touch, but when I'm on the go, the fact that this will give mattification and a little bit of coverage, just thinking maybe I should do this the other way around. I should keep this one here, because I think this is meant to set your makeup. See, I just very precisely applied it on my T-zone. Pop the little sponge underneath, and it's got a mirror in the lid as well, so that's a really good handbag or makeup bag staple. And then the final thing in my order was the translucent hydrating setting spray from Laura Mercier. I do actually always use a setting spray. I don't use a primer, but I do use a setting spray. This one's called the Ultra Blur version, so if it gives me a little bit of an airbrush, then I'll be happy. Ooh, I am very pleased with how fine that mist was. The last one that I've had, Urban Decay All Nighter, I still love it, but now that it's getting to the end and it's been bashed about in my makeup bag so often, it's kind of just spritzing me in the face and getting certain areas soggy, whereas that's the finest mist I've ever seen in a makeup setting spray. And I do love Laura Mercier, so for party makeup, Christmas Day makeup, things like that, I feel like I'm sorted now. I feel like I've topped up my favourites, I've got some new bits which are going to be really lovely, and a little bit of body care too. So I'm going to cover myself in this, brush my teeth from my morning herbal tea, and then we'll do lips together once I have got dressed. I'll leave everything linked down below, but you guys know the drill. Josie LF will get you a discount on Look Fantastic on your favourite pieces, whether it's micellar water, shampoo, body care, hair care, makeup, so it's a great opportunity to treat yourself or a loved one to something lovely this Christmas. Okay, I've popped on my lovely Boden tartan dress. It's been a couple of days since I washed my hair, so it's going just straight up in a bun. But I'm going to pop on my Holland Cooper coat, which always, I feel like that coat is the outfit, and even with hair pulled back, you still look very glamorous in that. And then these are my nice cream London snowflake earrings. So, creamy colour comfort lip liner in shade 02 from Kiko. I would actually say that is my perfect lip liner colour. Hallelujah. I like my lip liner to be either slightly browny or slightly warm toned pink. And then the Morphe, which we roll up. That's very smoothing, considering like my lips and my entire complexion are quite parched at the moment from the flight and the freezing temperatures in New York. That feels like it's really given my lips a kind of even outness. It feels like it's blurred my lips somehow, almost like an airbrush lip. I love that. Beautiful. Very happy with my new combo, very happy with all the new makeup. So without further ado, we're going to get to Daylesford, hopefully beat the crowds, have some breakfast, and then later on Charlie and I have got our very special advent calendar lunch at the ৱ𝒊𝒏𝒅, which is one of, if not the best, most premium pub in the Cotswolds. Very hard to get a reservation there, but Charlie's done it for today, so it's going to be the perfect day. Let's get going. They are doing a turkey roast in a BAP on the courtyard. That's where we just were, that little fire pit with Christmas events. You guys know that I love Daylesford so much, but I have to say this is wild. £65 for a poo bag holder. Brilliant. Stroll around the garden centre, and we were just saying this year it feels like hellebores are on steroids. I don't think I've ever seen such big blooms and so many flowers. Flower to foliage ratio is very good. They're pricey, but pop them in the ground after they've bloomed and they'll come back every year. Christmas flower. Beautiful. I like the red ranunculus on the table.
Wow.
Delicious.
Got little
wonder what Charlie's going to think of this dessert. It is a mince pie souffle with gingerbread ice cream. A mince pie flavoured souffle, that sounds heavenly. Charlie's got a custard tart. Wow, that Sunday roast was incredible, but I think this might just be the best, most festive dessert ever. Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Really good?
Oh, that is so good.
Tried the souffle?
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you.
And then return it with some souffle.
And very good.
Yeah. Oh wow. Wow.
It's yours. Bloody good. We have just finished our lovely roast at the ৱ𝒊𝒏𝒅. That was absolutely exceptional. Such incredible quality food, and I don't know if you could hear or see what I was showing you earlier, but the dessert, I had a mince pie flavoured souffle. It was incredible. It was so good. If I was any good at actually baking things like that, I would most definitely try to make that for Christmas. If anyone has any ideas how you would make it, please let me know. It was just so tasty. All the flavours, like the warm spices of a mince pie, but as a souffle, it was scrumptious, and we had the loveliest cosy table by the fire. the perfect lunch on a very chilly day. We've just been for a very quick walk around the village, which is gorgeous, and now Charlie's just run back to the loo. And we're gonna head home, and I think we're going to pop on at the Gavin and Stacey Christmas specials and do some wrapping to try and get it all finished. I actually still have not ordered Charlie's Christmas present, so I really need to do that this afternoon. And I don't even want to think about unpacking. Unpacking is a job for later in the week. I'm still too tired and I'm not mentally ready for that. But yeah, it's been a lovely day. Charlie's mum and dad are on their way home. And now it's time to settle in for a cozy afternoon. Okay, my darlings, we are back home again. Am I in focus? My camera cannot handle how dark it is outside. And I've got a basket here of deliveries which arrived while I was in New York. And I thought I'd quickly show you a few. So first of all is something that I bought as a result of an Instagram ad that I saw, and I'm really happy with this purchase. Obviously haven't tried on yet, but I think I will in a second. These are going to be my Christmas Day pajamas. I was advertised this by Sleeper, and I just thought the colour is fabulous. They are sparkly, they've got the feathers on the bottom. I probably won't actually sleep in these, but I don't know if anyone else does this, where you just hang out downstairs, have brunch, and under your presents in your pyjamas. Well, I quite like the idea of putting on fresh pyjamas, ones that I haven't slept in, for the Christmas Day morning festivities. And we normally do the same on Boxing Day as well. And I thought I probably could actually wear this as an outfit as well, especially the trousers. Like if I put on a white polo neck, then they're just so nice, and we all love an elasticated waistband at this time of year, so I can't wait to try these on. They were on pre-order, so I think I ordered them about 10 days ago maybe, and they only just arrived while I was in New York, but I think they're going to be gorgeous. I hate trying things on when I don't have like fresh makeup and hair pulled back, so maybe I'll try them on tomorrow. The next goodies are actually PR deliveries, and this is super random, but it's actually going to be really, it's going to be really useful. This is from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and it's basically like a mega window glass cleaner with loads of different attachments. And if you watched the tour of my brother's new cottage, then you'll know that he's got a massive shower screen. So I think this is going to be a really good, like very practical gift for him. So you get this uber squeegee attachment. I've not properly looked into this, but I feel like I don't know about Christmas gifting, but for a really practical purchase, maybe you've got lots of guests coming over at Christmas, there's a slightly smaller head for getting, I think it actually steam cleans as well as getting rid of the marks. It comes with loads of different attachments. I think you basically can fill this up with a cleaning solution as well, because it did come with a little solution, so it kind of sucks up moisture, gives a steam clean. It's got a little recharge unit there. I can't be the only one that gets excited about things like this. So yeah, that's going to be amazing for keeping that beautiful bathroom looking spick and spam, as they say, and my brother will really appreciate that. Then I had a delivery of hair rollers. This is Unity Rollers by Jack Mead, and I think these are going to be really glam rollers if you want to do a beautiful blow dry. So perhaps if you've curled your hair or you've blow dried your hair and you want some rollers to set it into place, I think that's what these have been designed for. Ooh, so they've actually got metal inside them, which is really good because that will actually retain the heat. They look like they're going to be amazing. So style your hair, then wrap your hair in the rollers and let it completely cool down. I need to spend more time doing things like that because my hair just drops straight away, but that might be the secret to hair curls that last a little bit longer. If anyone's got any tips on using hair rollers, please let me know. This is a brand called NCLA Beauty, a sugar body scrub, and it smells absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, literally looks and smells like candy. I think this is a new brand to Boots. Really good, quite natural ingredients, coconut, vanilla, body butter. This also smells absolutely incredible, and it looks like a really thick. In fact, I'm going to try this now. Ooh, oh my gosh. Anyway, anyone else's shins get really dry? Oh, that is heavenly. It's very rich, very thick, but it's the kind of body lotion that you can pop on before bed and just marinate in it overnight. My goodness, the smell. That is incredible. Sorry, I'm flashing you a little bit there. Just popping this all over my legs. I wanted to do an all-over moisturisation this morning, but completely ran out of time because Charlie was quite keen to get to Daylesford before the crowds, and it was busy, but not too bad. And then this little sweet stocking arrived from the Shark Beauty team. They've actually personalised the ribbon. How cute is that? With a little gift, a little note saying, I've made it to the nice list. What could it be? Beautifully wrapped. Ah, it's a top-up of the infusions for my facial Pro Glow. So when I need to do the detoxing step that opens up the pores, and then the hydrating step after you've used the Pro Glow, this is a top-up, which is perfect. So I'm very much close to needing a top-up. And then last but not least, this is such an incredible Christmas gift from 𝑭𝒆 my, oh no, I've got body lotion all over it. My crisscross ring that I've been wearing the whole month is 𝑭𝒆, and they have sent, this is like weighty, I could definitely do Pilates with this. This is a really luxurious domino set. So I undid one of them, and they are gold dominoes. How beautiful is that? There are so many games that you can play with dominoes, and I feel like it's the kind of thing it's just nice to have on your living room table. You know, when you're just having a cup of tea and chatting, maybe there's something on the TV in the background, just have a game of dominoes. I need to actually kind of do some research to know what games to properly play, but they're absolutely stunning. The box has got 𝑭𝒆 in velvet on the top, and then it's a lacquered red box. It's so stunning. I need to individually wrap each of these. I just think that's such a lovely elevated gift, and I think it'd be such a nice thing to play with family all year round. I've just had a notification from Aura. What's it saying? Oh, I'm only halfway to my activity goal for the day. What a difference between the last couple of days. Let me show you. So in New York, daytime stress 36 minutes ago. What happened 36 minutes ago? Wow, and it connects with the Headspace app to give me a de-stress meditation. That is so clever. Ooh, what did I sleep last night? 8 hours and 55 minutes, which is great because the night before, obviously on the aeroplane, I only slept 4 hours and 18 minutes. So great that I had nearly 9 hours last night. I wanted to show you my steps. It's not as obvious on the Aura app as it was on my other apps what your steps are. Activity, there we go. So day 1 in New York is really not that obvious. Yeah, I've only done 5,500 steps today. I don't like how the data is presented in the activity section as much as I did with the Ultra Human Ring. I found the data on that a little bit more clear. I wish you could kind of change what's on the homepage of your app to what you want, because I always want to know my steps rather than my, like, I don't care about calories, the fact that I've somehow burnt 242 calories. I don't care about calories at all. I just want to know my step count really clearly so that I can aim for 10,000 a day. So I better get on the walking pad because I've got 5,000 left to do today, by contrast to the New York days, which was 30,000 each day, which is wild. Anyway, my darlings, I'm gonna pop this selection of goodies away, get into my pajamas, take my makeup off, have a little tidy, just put things where they live because there's stuff just all over the house, and then we're gonna settle down, Gavin and Stacey Christmas special, and wrapping some gifts. You know he's been to Nepal 3 times. Okay, my darlings, the pajamas are on and the jet lag is starting to kick in. So I'm gonna go to bed very, very soon, but we've just had quite a productive, what would you say, 2 hours? Gift wrapping? Yeah, I think we've done a couple of hours.
Up, don't we?
Yeah. and feeling very, very productive. So we're gonna finish off today with day 16 of the advent calendar. I'm gonna hand over the camera.
10 days to my favourite Christmas day.
Boxing Day.
Yeah, Boxing Day is the best.
Yeah, it is.
Boxing Day is the best. Did people... Because I've always thought Boxing Day is almost inspired by America. But
No, they don't have Boxing
no,
Day.
but I always thought it sounds... Because, to be honest, like, I think the US do Christmas so well, and there's a lot that we can learn, and we try and learn from them, because they just celebrate the holidays in such a great way, and I just think...
We need a London version of the 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒅.
Yeah, like the US, they just celebrate holidays in such a brilliant way, and I think holidays should be celebrated because they're such exciting times a year. But Boxing Day is definitely the best, isn't it? Christmas Day is good, but...
Is it called Boxing Day because the Victorians would box up their leftovers and give it to the community?
I've never heard that before, but that sounds legit.
Made that up.
That sounds legit.
Might have made
Yeah,
that up.
I thought it was to do
ready
with...
for bed, so
Like, I thought it was to do with all the family members falling out on Christmas Day and on Boxing Day having a fight.
I've just found number 16 straight away.
Right. This has got a clue, mate.
Yummy. It looks like a tomato.
Tomato!
Matches my outfit.
Tomato.
Gorgeous. Yummy. Okay.
Right.
Delicious. Right.
I fear the clues are getting more and more basic, but they're very difficult.
If there was a room that could be inspired by Slytherin.
My house.
Do you know what I thought the other day? There's a traffic cone outside Strawtop Cottages and it looks just like a hat.
That I know, the sorting hat, I know.
Sorting hat. Okay, well Slytherin is green. So we've got a green
We've got a lot of green
bedroom.
rooms, but think about the Slytherin green.
Slytherin. Well, it could either be the green bedroom or it could be our office. Oh, that light doesn't... Oh, that's the bathroom light.
Yeah, that's not very good design actually. Hang on, no, stop. Before you do that, I think this light does it. Yeah.
There we go. And you can show everyone your new mattress.
Yeah.
Is there a treat in here?
Don't know though, because the new mattress, I have to be honest, mixed feelings.
Why?
Or should we say on the vlog? I mean, we bought the mattresses, so I think it's fine to say it. Love natural mat mattresses, don't love the delivery.
Oh.
Because they hit our entrance gate.
That is a sturdy mattress.
Yeah, so this room, I think people know this, but this room will one day become a nursery. So that's why, as much as we loved this bed when we lived in London, it is not really to our taste now, is it? But why would we replace a bed to then only have to get rid of it when this becomes a nursery? This mattress, however, is a new natural mat mattress, and they are the best. They're the Rolls Royce, aren't they?
They are.
Do you know what, though? They're not the Rolls Royce, because they're not horribly flash and unnecessary. What's a really high-end car brand that's just classy? Probably Porsche, actually. Because I feel like Rolls Royce is...
School Range Rovers.
Yeah, that is the old school Range Rover, although they're not very good for the environment, whereas Natural Mat are. Anyway, so yeah, look, love Natural Mat.
So boring.
Yeah, we are boring. We need to get on more. It's not in here, mate. It's not in here.
Okay. Turn out the lights tonight. We're going into the office. Do people know about this secret corridor?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I like to keep people guessing on
It's
the layout of the house.
corridor with Fluffy the three-headed dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just quickly, like for people's reference, look at the door. It's such a cool door. I love this door. Right. It's on the desk, mate.
British Pullman.
Yeah, mate. It's a little fun adventure for
Your
us.
package. Wow.
It's on Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, just thought it'd be fun.
Oh my goodness.
Because we wanted to go, because you've never been on it, have
The
you?
vintage carriages of our Belmont train are aptly transformed, capturing the wonderful spirit of Christmas. Lounge in restored comfort and enjoy a succulent meal with all the trimmings.
Yeah.
I have done it before, but not at Christmas time. I did like an afternoon tea, but it wasn't the full trip. It was like go to a station and come back again.
Because basically, Belmont obviously is like a super high-end hotel group, and most hotels that we can't afford to stay in. However, they operate the Pullman, which is an old steam train, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, what you and I would love to do, but A, this is out of our price range for the Advent calendar, and B, we wouldn't fit it in anyway, is we'd love to go on the Britannic Explorer, which is one of their other trains, which is normally 2 or 3 night adventures within the UK, isn't it?
Yes.
But I thought this is sort of a nice sort of slightly more accessible. It's still quite expensive,
That is
but
amazing.
good.
Wow.
So it's Christmas lunch and stuff. But you know the
Friday.
yeah, on Friday.
So I'm gonna have to cancel my massage with Sally.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But
Massage on the train.
yeah, but yeah, you stay on the trip because there was one with Christmas carols in Canterbury, and I thought that would have been really cool. But the problem with that one is we would have had to stay overnight in London, and then it all starts getting quite tricky because we obviously have to. For us, it's sort of we have to go.
This is a round trip.
Yeah, well, it's a round trip, but it obviously doesn't come back here. It comes back to London.
Wow, a 5-course Christmas lunch.
Yeah.
And then coffee, tea and petit fours.
Yeah, and I think the carriages, they're almost Wes Anderson-y. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
They're really cool.
Accessories and bespoke decorations and table settings for the holiday season. This is going to be amazing.
It should be quite good fun.
Something that America doesn't have is something like...
Well, look, America doesn't have lots of things, and we don't have lots of things. Yeah, I just mean, I think we all need to take inspiration from all the amazing countries out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, just thought it'd be something fun for us to do.
That will be amazing.
So yeah, one of your slightly higher end gifts. There are still some socks in there, so don't worry, because we can't have every gift being crazy, can we?
Already had my socks, mate.
No, yeah, you've got more in there. You've got more socks in there.
By the way,
5 free hugs is in there as well.
5 free hugs. Somebody messaged me today asking on my opinions on these. These are the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 slippers that you got me in day 2, I think.
Yeah, that we want Vivo to launch their own version.
Apparently, I was watching the Powerball.
Yeah.
Apparently, the reviews of these online are not good.
Well, how are they?
They're amazing. And I said to the person, I wrote back saying, well, I've worn them all day, every day ever since I got them, and they are absolute perfection.
I think my only thing is, so like for example, so obviously 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 absolutely adore them. They don't make anything like this yet. I hope they will one day. My only criticism of these, not those, but my summary version, is I wouldn't say they're the most durable. So to give, those I think in a house will.
I've never worn them outside.
No, so the 𝑭𝒆𝒂𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒆 ones that I have, I'll be honest, they were knackered after one summer. They're suede, and I sprayed them, but they were still knackered after one summer. So that would be only a minor criticism. For the money, that's probably not great, and it's obviously not great for the environment to be replacing them. But they look really good.
I love them.
They don't do them in a men's annoying. They don't really do men's slippers.
No?
No. I think we need to launch our own brand. If these brands don't start making them, come on, Vivo, sort it out. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 will, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to work out what we're going to wear, because I think we have to go fairly smart to this.
I'm going to wear what I wore to the Handel's Messiah in New York, which is my Ralph Lauren red dress and Freddie's flossy cape.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go quite smart, by the way.
Yeah, we'll go quite smart.
You can't just wear your gilet.
No, but I won't. I'll probably wear a roll neck. I haven't worn a roll neck in a long time. I'm not going to wear a shirt. I don't love wearing shirts. Anyway, right, let's go eat.
Yay! Well, what an incredible gift for Advent Day 16. That's going to be such a fun day. I think it's a 5-hour round trip, and I can't wait to share it with you. That's going to be such an incredible experience. My darlings, I'm so tired. I can't believe I'm still going. So we are going to head to bed now. So thank you so much for watching this little kind of bonus 2-day Vlogmas. We are catching up. Tomorrow I have a really, really fun thing happening in the morning here at the house. I'm actually going to be getting my colours analysed. We have a lady called Camilla who is a colour expert, a colour analyst, coming to the house, and she's going to let me know what colours I suit, what colours I don't suit. I've got my suspicions, but it'll be so interesting to have a professional come and help me out. So can't wait for that. My darlings, if you're enjoying Vlogmas and you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, I don't think I've even asked you yet so far this Vlogmas, but if you have not yet subscribed and you're enjoying the Vlogmas videos, please do take a moment to hit subscribe down below and give the video a thumbs up. I'm so guilty of hearing my favourite YouTubers asking for this, but they're not actually doing it. So if you're listening and being like, she means other people, not me, I can't be bothered, please just hit the subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds and it means the world to me. So thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow for the next one. Good night.